Welcome to Harris Maths. We're going to start with question 17. In year 7, the children study one language. They study French, German or Italian. 3/8 of the children study French. So if we start with this, 3/8 for French, and 1/6 of the children study German, 1/6. And I asked, what fraction of the children study Italian? Well, we're basically going to add these two fractions and then we'll find out how many are left regarding a whole. So to add these two, we'll make sure they have the same denominator, and we'll have 24. We could have also 48 as the denominator, which is 8 times 6, but we'll use 24. To get from 8 to 24, we must multiply by 3, so we multiply the top by 3, we'll get 9, and 6 times 4 was 24, so 4 times 1 is 4. When we add these two, we'll have 13/24. Now this is telling us that 13 out of 24 of the students study French and German, and the rest will be studying Italian. A whole is 24/24. This will give us 1, and we can subtract 13/24 to give us 11/24. So our answer is 11/24 of the children study Italian. Next we have number 18, and the diagram shows a park. You have a play area which is 3/5 and a tennis court which is 2/9, and the remaining area is the picnic area. Yes, it asks us to work out the fraction of the park that is the picnic area. Again, if we add these two, we can find out the area of the play area and the tennis court combined. So we'll have a common denominator of 9 times 5, which is 45. So 5 times 9 is 45, so we have to multiply the numerator by 9 to give us 27. And 9 times 5 is 45, so we must multiply the numerator here by 5, give us 10. That gives us 37/45. Again, the remaining area would be from the whole, because the whole represents the play area, the tennis court and the picnic area, and the whole represents 1, which is 45/45. If we take away the tennis and the play area, which is 37/45, we're left with 8/45 as the picnic area. Next we'll tackle number 19. It says Yasmin has a bottle that contains 7/10 litre of orange juice, so 7/10. She pours out some orange juice and now has 1/4 litre left. Well, let's call that amount that she poured out X as the fraction, and now she has 1/4 litre left. So 7/10 add some, take away some amount, and we're left with 1/4. So in order to find X, which is this new fraction, it's equal to the 7/10, take away 1/4, will leave us with X. And here we use a common denominator of 20. We could use 40, but 20 is easier to deal with. So this is 14 over 20, because we must multiply the bottom by 2, so likewise the numerator. And this is 5 times 4 will give us 20, so we must multiply the numerator by 5. And this leaves us with 9 over 20. So the amount of orange juice that Yasmin poured out was 9/20ths of a litre, L-I-T-R-E. Next is number 25. It said the numbers in the sequence increase by the same amount each time. Write the missing numbers. Well, the second number is 1.5. Then we have 2 2/3, followed by 3 5/6. So we need to add 1 in front and 1 at the end. Now, this looks a bit harder to work with as mixed numbers. So let's make it a lot easier by turning these into improper fractions. 2 1's 2, add 1 is 3 over 2. 3 2 6, add 2 is 8 over 3. And then 3 6 is 18, add 5 is 23 over 6. And now we can make it a lot easier by having each fraction with the denominator of 6. This one is in its right format, so we don't need to do anything. Here we need to multiply both the top and the bottom by 3, will give us 9 over 6. Here the top and the bottom by 2, give us 16 over 6, and this remains at 23 over 6. Remember, we're trying to find want a missing fraction here and one here. Now it's a lot easier. All we have to do is compare numerators, because the denominators now are the same. These are all equivalent fractions of these fractions. So from 9 to 16 it's a difference of 7, 16 to 23 is a difference of 7. So the next fraction here should be that we add 7 to 23 to give us 30 over 6. And here we should be subtracting 7 from 9 to give us the fraction before this, to give us 2 over 6. Now we could simplify everything and rewrite the sequence with the original numbers given here at the top. So 2 over 6 is actually 1 over 3. Then we have the second fraction that we were given as 1.5. The third is 2 and 2 over 3. The fourth is 3 and 5 over 6. And the one that we added here, 30 over 6, will give us a whole number 5. So these are our two fractions, a third and a fifth, to complete the sequence. 6 now. It says Kaylee is walking from Antrim to Randallstown. Antrim is 3.5 miles away, so 3.5. And Randallstown is 1 3/4 miles. So we have to cover the distance from Antrim to Randallstown, which means we must do 3.5 miles and then 1 3/4 miles to cover the whole distance from Antrim to Randallstown. And that's what our question is asking us to do. We'll make these into improper fractions. 3 2 6, 1 7 over 2, add 4 1's 4, add 3 is 7 over 4. When we make these, we want to have these with the same denominator. We'll make this 4 and then we'll just add it to 7 over 4. So we must multiply the top and the bottom here by 2, 14 over 4, add 7 over 4 to give us 21 over 4. And when we simplify this, we have 5.25 miles. And that's it.